An album a day is my exploration into the Korean music scene. This podcast will cover mainstream, indie, and some underground artists within the scene and provide both factual and opinionated commentary. The biggest benefit to sharing my thoughts this way is that it will hopefully expose you to more great music and exploration of your own. In a matter of weeks, GH Entertainment girl group Third Eye is getting ready to celebrate their 1 year mark. So we did Rookie Roundup at the start of the year, but how did we miss them? I have some ideas about it. Let's talk about it with this Rookie Roundup.
루키 라운드업 쇼 스타트.
I am the first to admit that this vexes me to no end that we did Rookie Roundup for 2019 at the start of season 2. Yet here we are again following up on it. And quite honestly, if I missed anybody else, I ain't going back. But I have some feelings about this. I really do. This is a 3-member group. It's a girl group. They're on a label called GH Entertainment, and GH Entertainment is not a new entertainment group. In fact, it's been around since August 2018, and it's distributed through Stone Music Entertainment. So they have their recording artists, and then they also have an acting roster. And there's some former names that might be familiar to some of you listeners, such as Tent, Appleby, Sandy Hyunmin. Hyunmin, had to think. Couldn't tell. And the boy band BIG, Boys and Groove, who have been on the scene since 2014, and we'll be reaching them very soon because we're coming out of the numbers very soon. So Third Eye, it really does look like 3i, the way that it's stylized, like 3i, but that's not what they're trying to say. The group consists of members Yuji, Yurim, and Haeun. Now, Yuji, she is their leader, the main vocalist, the lead dancer, the rapper, and she's a tiny lady. She's 5'3". She's just a smidgen shorter than me. But she was a participant in K-pop Star 2. So she has some experience with the whole competitive gauntlet, and she also auditioned for the unit. She did pass auditions for that, and she was a former member of Appleby. So it's not like she's completely and utterly new to the experience. In fact, the other member, Yurim, she was a member of Appleby as well. And so is the third member, Haeun. So you go from having one group that was a unit and it had its time in the light. Let's see, Appleby. And it's not like Appleby, like the restaurant Applebee's. Appleby was only around from 2017 to 2018. And Appleby is the word apple, a period, and then the letter B. And it was a 5-member group. And when 2 of the members left, they fully disbanded everything. And the 3 remaining members was like, nah, we about to slug this out the park and we're going to give it a try in a whole new limelight. And it's cool. However, why did they go unnoticed? Why don't I have a Wikipedia page associated with them? Why did I have to go digging for information about them? I'm speculating because it's most certainly not anything to do with the sound. They sound great. I really do like the music that they're creating. It's a fresh approach. They're edgy. I like it. The most recent song to come out by them is called Queen, and they've done a dance version of that as well as done some videos about the MV making. They did an eye contact version or whatnot, but I think that they kind of got missed in the mix of things because 3 of them technically aren't rookies. They re-debuted, but they were doing a lot of covers. And I think in the process of doing covers to get some sense of interest from past fans and those who would eventually become fans, people didn't realize that they already had idol experience. That's the only conclusion I can draw because they got it. They have it factor. They remind me a lot of Purple. which is another group that was a trio that is extremely far down the line. I don't even know if we will get to them in this year. Highly likely that we won't get to them in this year. But Purfles was a group that had three members as well, and they were on a totally different label, and they had it factor but couldn't make the distance. I don't know if that's going to be the same story for these ladies, but I definitely encourage you to check them out. It's very easy to find them. You just type three, a capital Y and a capital E into YouTube, and you'll find their official channel. They got a good amount of subscribers and a decent amount of views. They're not racking in millions. And honest to goodness, that's not always necessary. Sometimes you're just pleased to be able to get your artistry out there and get people listening to it, and that's substantial enough. But they have done a lot of dance covers. You're going to see a lot of that. And just get familiar with their unique colors and support these ladies. Their anniversary is sooner than later, and I hope that they get a lot of additional interest and attention from it. I don't know if that means they're going to have to go back down the path of competitive TV shows. Good grief, I hope not. But maybe there'll be something like EXID, where there will be a song that they make that just pushes them over the edge and they blow up. They deserve it. So check them out. Let me know what you think about them. And I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye, y'all.
Your favorite foreign Korean music historian exploring all the industry from A to Z.
There's sponsored ads and social media hashtags, but this show is truly supported by the efforts of my Migualas, the most amazing fan base a little entertainer could ever have. Special shout out to my Patreon patrons, the student body, and the scholars who keep my vision of becoming your favorite Korean music historian exploring all the industry from A to Z a real thing. If you're interested in supporting the growth of this podcast and supporting content, please visit patreon.com/multifacetedacg. And for as little as $1 a month, you can get in on the magic too. Interested in continuing your support at the free $99 price? I love you for it. You can still engage with the show when you retweet, repost, and share the show and use hashtag A3 and the word DAY. You can also tag MULTIFACETEDACG to get my attention. And if you're listening to this podcast on a platform other than Anchor.fm, please leave a few stars or a review to keep things growing in the right direction.